What's going on YouTube? It is another fine morning here in West Virginia. As usual, it's raining, but it is time to get our butts in the truck and get down to Denton, North Carolina to TKM Motorsports. I'm sorry, TKM Performance, and get the engine for the blue car, aka Mr. Rogers, aka Bundy. And yeah, it is officially done, paid for, all that good stuff. And so now it is time to make, it's about a 3-hour drive from my house, go pick it up. I'm excited. I am extremely excited because now, crunch time, I've got to start putting everything together that I've got and start really doing a bunch of work to the car, because now the heart of the car is done. Stay tuned. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. We've got a bunch of content coming on the turboed Windsor Zephyr. It's going to be awesome. Stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and it's going to be a good day. It's a little nasty outside, but as you can see, Mr. WhiTTey just hanging out here for right now. So let's go jump in the truck, head to North Carolina. So it is the next day. Oh boy, still getting over the cough mess that we've got going around. Sitting inside of WhiTTey because the wind is just absolutely unreal outside. It's pretty, the sun is shining, but we've got like 40-mile-an-hour gusts or something like that, and so to sort of keep y'all from just hearing stuff, I brought it in here. I've got to clean WhiTTey out today, at least a little bit, get some of the stuff done, get the dash panel, change back out to my original stock one. But just to talk a little bit about yesterday, we went to TKM Performance and picked the motor up for the blue car, and it looks awesome. I mean, I'm going to show you here in just a second. It's just a stock block with some good internals in it now. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing spectacular, it's no dart block, it doesn't have crazy heads, no crazy color, just went black. You know, nothing super special if you've ever had an engine built. This is only the second engine that I've ever had done, but it does look awesome. I mean, I finally get to see my pistons that Mark O'Neill did with Vigilante Performance. It used to be probe, technically probe pistons. They look awesome. They're custom, sort of custom. They're not. They're sort of an off-the-shelf, but custom. It's sort of a weird thing. They're expensive, I do know that much. This wind is just nuts. But so while we were there, got that taken care of. Saw Cornbread, Eric Scarborough, saw Sammy, Dustin, bunch of people, and of course the K in TKM, or the TKM in TKM, the Kevin Mullins, and got to talk to them for a second. But he was tuning Stephen Eads and Lauren. It's actually Lauren Eads' car from Rock Solid Motorsports, tuning their Trans Am. One of the only good running LT1 bodied Trans Ams I've ever seen, especially in red. So of course it's boosted, and it's not a race car, it's a street car. No matter what people want to say, but it made like 1,031 horsepower, I think is the number yesterday, and it's legit, just a 5.3. You know, I don't hate too much on the LS stuff when it's in LS cars. When it's in other stuff, when it's in Fords, it just perturbs me. But I think it went like 560, something like that, and she'll drive it to like the grocery store with her little kid. She may not drive it all the time, but that's definitely a street car in my book, and that's really the only thing that matters, is what your opinion of your own car is, and if you like it or not. So it was a fun day, seeing them sort of work a little bit. Didn't want to sit there and watch them and just drag on. It's, you know, they want their privacy if there was an issue or something like that, which there wasn't. It was like an hour after we left, I think they were done. They already had it wrapped up, just getting the new injectors lined out, and it was super cool to see. I love that car. It's absolutely gorgeous. And just cool, the work they've done, the location of the turbo, everything like that just looks awesome, and it runs exceptionally well, that's for sure. I think it made 1,030 on like 23 pounds of boost and like 15 degrees of timing, I was reading. So that's making some steam for sure, and I'm sure it's going to go faster this year with some tuning. That was like their first outing really with it, I think. I think that. Don't take that to heart there, but definitely awesome. Got to see a couple of cars there of a buddy's, Chris, and possibly may see some street time, the blue Camaro, and that is a nasty ride. Used to be like the fastest stock block LS car in the world, if I'm correct on that, and I think it went to an aftermarket block. I don't know if that's correct. I didn't get that from him. That information was from somebody else, but absolutely awesome. And then seeing his Radial versus the World Corvette there, just carbon fiber, all the things. The suspension is so nice underneath, which, I mean, it's a Radial versus the World car. That's what it's there for, is to be light and to be fast and to fit those rules. So absolutely awesome day. It really ended, and I know the video sort of transitioned over to this. The reason being is, you know, it was just the drive back. We stopped and grabbed some food in Winston-Salem, and that was it. It started getting dark, and I got home, and I got to play with my buddy, my little one, and so there was no point in me trying to wrap up the video and make it a quick little nothing video. So very awesome. I can't say enough about TKM Performance. They do an awesome job. They're super nice and so easy to talk to about something. If you want information, they'll talk to you about it. They got me my cam and everything, and so it's just going to be an awesome engine. Can't wait to get it done. Hopefully I can get it done before the end of 2019 and get some oil pressure on that car. So what I'm going to do is show you what we've got. If the wind noise is terrible, I may just voice over what we're looking at, but it is because it is crazy out here. But I'm going to show you. Let me show you the engine real quick. Got it in the back. I just got it in the back here. All right, and it's just all wrapped up. Can't see a whole lot of what's going on here, but extremely nice. Of course, you can't see a whole lot. I'm gonna keep it wrapped up for now. I've got to go to the shop. I mean, this is just awesome. They did everything super nice. So let's and I'll do a better video whenever I get it on the engine stand and in there, and I can take off the saran wrap. But it super nice deal, just awesome. So let's go inside real quick and get out of this wind. All right, so came in here because of the wind, and just to touch base on what we've got a mess over here is what we got. So all this, I've got to get this out, which I'll probably do here in just a little bit, but I've got to clean WhiTTey up the inside, and I'm going to go ahead and get the pressure fittings for the boost lined up, because I think it may have been mistaken that Rock Solid redid all that and they redid my hoses, but they didn't. They just got some of it cleaned up to get it started, and I'm putting push lock stuff on everything, so it's gonna be nice. And then we've got some frame repair to do on this car, and then we'll put the K-member and everything in, and then eventually we'll get the engine in. But yesterday was awesome. It was awesome seeing the Rock Solid car. I think it's OMG Boost is what they call it, and extremely fast LS1 swapped LT body Trans Am. I don't know, like, if it's considered a 4th gen, I guess, but I don't know how the LT1 the LT1 doesn't look terrible, and especially looks good with a turbo, but I know some of them run around here with nitrous thinking that they're fast and stuff, and it's not the case, not at all, because they'll get gapped up by a white Coyote if they ever got the balls to do it, but they won't. That's sort of part of the thing. They'll create these little rules that you got to thing, and I'm talking LT1 Trans Ams, not LS. So just don't get it twisted. Some of the LS1, I absolutely love a LS1 F body. I think they're one of the prettiest cars that Pontiac or Chevy ever made. I love even the Catfish. Like the Rotten Tomato is what I think we're supposed to call Nate's car. So Rotten Tomato. Something else, some type of name. I don't know what I think about that name, Nate. But so let's get a little bit done here on WhiTTey. I'll just show you what we got going on inside of WhiTTey right now. So as you can see, the biggest reason that I'm cleaning WhiTTey up, I've got all kinds of trash in here. We got, like, look at this, woo, dust, and then we've got a thing full of pipes and race jackets, and I don't even know what is in here. Monster truck parts, but as you can see, full interior. Got to put that in. This one right here is Mr. Thomas Wu's, so I got to get it out and give it back to him. Even though it doesn't work, it cuts everything on at the same time. And yeah, so there we've got, oh, let me get the strap out of the way. There we've got the B&M Bandit shifter on the Turbo 400. Got the boost leash. It needs cleaned up, as you can see. Golly, everything's got dust in it, but that's what happens. It was in a garage where a lot of work's getting done and dust gets kicked up and things like that. So, yep, I'll show you the inside after I am done. Alright, so old dash is out, or Wu's dash right here, and new dash is in. Everything has been armor all down, the old-fashioned armor all too. I'll show you, you know, the kind that you get like Christmas time from family members, which is extremely appreciated, because I just don't, I used to go and buy detail stuff, and I just don't anymore. It's not really my thing. I'll wash it with whatever, it gets dirty too quick. But as you can see, everything is nice and clean. If the lighting, see there, it's a little streaky over there, but got everything out of the back seat. Still needs vacuumed, but doors are all clean, everything like that. So next up is the stuff under the hood, and I will show you what we got for that in just a second. Alright, that's probably going to be about it for this video. I am going to include the stuff that I'm getting ready to do in the next video, so if you want to catch that, I'm going to be taking out some of these vacuum lines and changing everything over to push lock, the stuff that we got from Race Part Solutions. I've got to check on some things with that, make sure that they're going to seal, and then that'll be good. But we did get the interior cleaned. I fixed one ground that was inside that I didn't know had popped off, and checked everything, and everything's working good. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, like, share, comment, all those good stuff. You got anything that you want to see coming from us or from me, just put it in the comment section. I'll try to get to it. We've got a lot to get done, a short amount to get there. I think it's like 3 weeks till TX2K, so I've got to get this thing tested. Planning on taking this thing tomorrow to get the gear put in it. We're changing over to a 373 gear, so that should be interesting. I've not had that, I guess, low of a gear. I sometimes get confused on that stuff, but the 373 is probably going to wake this thing up. We had the 315 and the 6R80, which was just obliterating the tires, and more so than that because our surfaces got better. But the reason for the change to the Turbo 400 was because we could not pedal the car. I could not pedal the car when it spun. It would shift to second or third or second and back to first, and just it would go crazy. And so just because everything was electronically shifted, so getting that out and getting to a manual shifted car, I'll be able to or I have been, last year was able to shift. And the great thing about, the funny thing is it felt really like a turd out of the hole because of the 315 with the 248 first gear, but it actually went a personal best at the track last year at Motor Mile. So it's still doing good, but the surfaces that we were on, I just felt like I needed a little bit more out of the hole, and then we can tame it back down with the power. I was increasing the boost to get it to leave as hard as it used to, and I would rather, it sort of went backwards, but it is what it is. It's working out pretty good. So thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate your support. There's going to be a ton more stuff coming, guys, so just keep on watching and hit that like button. I'd like to get this channel built up pretty good, and it's doing really well for just little old me, just with a stock motor Coyote car. It's nothing special, it's nothing crazy. We're not Cletus or 1320, or it's just a 6 guitar again. I'll watch all those guys too. It's not street racing channel. I'm not gonna post a bunch of Street Outlaws videos and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really what I do in my garage and what we do on the street. That's really what it's gonna be. So if you want to see anything else, I'm trying to get this thing done. We've had terrible weather. Today's the first day that it hasn't rained in a long time. We've got creeks overflowing. You can probably hear my creek out behind the garage just going crazy. So enough talking head, enough of that. I do really appreciate the view if you've stayed this far, and that's going to be it. I appreciate it. Peace.